hope you had a great New Year's celebration any way you could at home. But yeah, I'm excited for 2021. I hope it's a lot better than 2020. I was so over it. But I wanted to share my favorite things from the year 2020. I don't feel like I used that much makeup compared to what I normally do. Actually, not even a little bit. But when I did like do my makeup nice and fancy, I did have like my go-tos, so I included those. Like, try to do every category for makeup, and then I'll embellish on some things that I use just more. I will say that I used a lot of tinted moisturizer, but they weren't necessarily my favorites, because if I was going to wear a mask, I could use up things that I normally wouldn't like love using, you know what I mean? But feel a little bit more covered up around the house wouldn't really matter, so I didn't include those because they weren't my favorite things. But yeah, I'll stop rambling and get into it. The first thing I wanted to mention was like the only real skincare item that I just loved. I've tried different skincare. I'm using some like Neutrogena moisturizers and things like that at the moment, but I think I'm going to switch them out. They weren't my favorite thing in the world. They were good, but not enough that I'd be like, yes, go get this, like amazing. So, but it's the Simple Hydrating Booster Water Boost. I think I included it in last year's, but I am basically almost done. Like, I have to like squeeze out. I want to repurchase. I bought another thing comparable to it, so I'm going to test that out and let you guys know, but this stuff is amazing. I usually put it like around my mouth area and my chin because I always get really bad eczema on my face. It gets so dry above the top of my lip. And this year I haven't had any real problems with that whatsoever. And I think it's just because of this. I do think, even though it's like simple, like not very many ingredients in here at all. It says no harsh chemicals on here. When I put it under my eyes, it still feels like it burns because that is where I have eczema. But I feel like the eye creams I've used have kept it at bay, and I also haven't been going out as much, so maybe just being at home reset everything a little bit better. But I really do love this stuff, and I think it's a great buy if you have really sensitive, dry skin. You will love this. And I use it in addition to moisturizer. I actually put this on first before I moisturize my face. Then for foundations, I have this one on my face right now. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in Classic Beige. It looks like this. It's really easy to use. I did love using it because I got lazy with my makeup, and so something really fast to put on and draw on my face was really easy to use, and I love the coverage on it. It lasts all day for me, and I think for the price point, it's like $4.99. This is like one of the best drugstore foundations out there. I also still really love, anytime I needed to take pictures this year, anything, even New Year's Eve, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 205 Natural Beige. This is like my favorite foundation of life. I will always have one of these as long as they don't discontinue it, because it is my favorite thing, and I just always think it's worth a mention, because if you haven't tried it, you need to try it. They're pro mattes, everything. I don't care. These foundations are bomb, and they're drugstore as well. They're like $8.99, $9.99 at the most, so very good price point as well. And these will last you like all day, like into tomorrow. I feel like the coverage is so good and long lasting. For brows, I'm just going to go in the order of how I put things on my face. But this year, I still stayed with this MILANI EASYBROW Automatic Pencil, what shade? In dark brown. This one I think I mentioned last year. It is water resistant. Like, you could be by the beach getting splashed, whatever. I wouldn't say waterproof, because like if you're really swimming, it's going to come off. But it's kind of like splash proof, and I feel like over the summer I did use this when we did go like places like that, like to the pool or things like that, even though most times things were closed. But if I just want a little something, I would have it on. But to be honest with you, most of the time, like during this whole quarantine process, I use this one, the ALMAY Brow Pencil in Universal Taupe, just because I was trying to use up eye pencils that I had, but I found that I really like this just for like quick touch-ups, and it's because the tip of it is like an teardrop shape, and it was just really easy to use. I like the color on me. Again, it's not like waterproof or anything, but all I needed it was for like really fast trips to the store, things like that, and this still lasted me all day, and I felt like it matched me really well, so I really did like this one. For eyeshadow, I wasn't too crazy on the eyeshadow. I usually put stuff just in my crease most days. I'm 100% honest with you guys. I did not wear a lot of makeup. But when I did wear makeup, I went for this L.A.GIRL Pro Mystery Eyeshadow Palette. I did a video on these. I think that they're great for the price point. They were $14.99. They're beautiful colors. They're like everything you can hope for if you want like a natural look, and if you want to spice it up with the sparkles, which you guys know I love a sparkly eye. It's what's on my eyes today. I just exclusively use this palette just to show you guys, but I love, love, love this. What can I say about it? I don't know. Everything lasts all day, and I just love the looks I can create with it. I feel like this is like a travel palette. Everything's in it. You don't need it. It has like brow color. Has a dark enough shade where you could use this dark brown for liner. Everything's pretty pigmented. Really like it. But I also want to mention that at the beginning of the year, before I got this, I was still exclusively using the Morphe and JACLYN Hill Ring the Alarm palette. I love this palette. This is probably my all-time favorite palette that I've owned, and I've had it for several years now. So I'm telling you, this one was worth the money. I feel like, for me anyways, these colors very similar to the other palette. Really, really pigmented. Last you all day. Love this. But this one's a little bit more expensive. I want to say it's like $30. So I don't know. They're still inexpensive though. I try to show you guys the most inexpensive things because I'm always looking for inexpensive things. For eyeliner, I didn't stray from the ones that were my favorite from last year. The NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This one's in Just Black. This will last you days. If you don't wash your face for days, I swear to you, this would still be on your face, which is disgusting. Don't do that, but that's how good and long lasting this stuff is. And this one's like $9.99 or $10.49, something like that. But if you want a cheaper option, the Essence Super Last Eyeliner in Matte is really, really good. And this one's like $2.99, and this is equally as good. I don't know if it would last, actually, like anytime I've worn it, it's lasted the whole day. So I would imagine that it would last the same amount, but I do find that this is easier to wash off. Sorry, there was a plane going over, but what I was going to say is like, this is easier to wash off my face than this one. I have to use like waterproof eye makeup to get this one off, versus this one is like really easy. Any soap and water cleanser that you have will work. So I do feel like this would be longer lasting, but they're both really, really, really great products. And this one's the one that I actually put on my eyes right now, so you can kind of see. It is matte. I like it. Super easy to use. I like a good liquid liner, more so than like a pencil liner. Then for mascara, I have the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost Waterproof Smudge Proof Mascara. It's also what I'm wearing. This makes my lashes look like fake lashes. To me, anyways, you might not think they're big enough, but I hate wearing eyelashes, fake eyelashes. It's just heavy on my eyes. I don't know if it's because I wear contacts. My eyes are just sensitive. I just prefer not to use them most of the time, but this is my favorite, and also really inexpensive, and I wasn't expecting to love this mascara so much. I never hear anybody really talk about it, but it's my favorite. For concealer, there's only one love this year, and it was the RIMMEL Stay Matte Soft Matte Concealer. I mentioned it last year, I think, did I for the end of the year? Maybe not. This one's in vanilla. I have repurchased this multiple times. I don't feel like I need to use a color corrector under my eyes like most concealers, because I have really bad dark circles. This is what I'm wearing on my face right now. I don't feel like it creases. I think it looks really, really nice. It's really beautiful. I love, love this. And this is also under $5, so definitely recommend. And this is by RIMMEL, if I didn't say, but love, love, love this concealer. For bronzer, I will say most of the time I did my brows, my concealer, a little bit of mascara, and just blush. If I was just like not really going anywhere or even to the store because I was wearing a mask. But if I did contour my face for any reason, I was using this, the I Love Revolution Bronze and Glow Bronze and Highlight Duo. I kept the packaging because the packaging isn't really on, or the full name, it really isn't on the actual package, but it looks like a little chocolate bar palette. I've mentioned it before. I like the highlighter, but I didn't really use it because I have another favorite highlighter, but the bronzer is an amazing color on me. I'm also wearing that today. It's like natural, not super in your face, so it's really good with the theme of this year, but obviously I made it super extra today with the rest of my look. But yes, this is a really good, this palette was like $7. They have a bunch of different palettes. This is kind of the only one that I've tried from this like I Love Revolution brand, but I really, really love it. It makes me want to try more from them. But like I said, I wasn't shopping so much for makeup this year because we were under quarantine. Where was I going needing makeup? I just felt stupid shopping like that. I don't know. This year, I already feel like I did shop for Christmas. I don't know. I was like, 2021 is going to be better. Let's put it out there. So much more content for you guys. Like, so much. I'm so excited. So I have the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is my all-time favorite highlighter. It's on my cheeks right now. I just think it's a perfect color. You can dress it up. You can like wear it more naturally. But it's beautiful. And this packaging, like, is not my favorite. It already broke. But I have multiple colors of it. I hit pan on this one. I love it. So I'm on the hunt. There's like a booklet that Wet n Wild made with like multiple highlighters, and I'm gonna find that one because I feel like that would be easier just to keep it all in one spot versus having multiples. But Precious Petals is definitely my favorite color on my skin tone. Love it. For blush, I have 3 of them. Now, for quarantine purposes, when I say I was like really easy with my makeup, the one that I wore the most, like the whole time since March when everything started, I feel like, was the NYX Bear With Me Hydrating Cheek Tint. I was really surprised that I would love this so much. It feels way different. It feels wet. When you apply it, I've never had a blush that felt that way. Like most blushes that are cream blushes feel creamy, but not wet. This one feels wet. I like that it has this extra cover to like seal in the moisture, I feel like. This is what the shade looks like. It looks really great. I'm going to put it on the back of my arm. But look at that pigment, and this lasts a lot. Like, it's easy to kind of sheer out, but I find that I didn't really have to sheer it out that much because I wanted it to last all day. And if I kind of left it, it really did beautifully like progress throughout the day and felt hydrating on my cheeks, especially with like a mask. I didn't want to put a lot on, so this felt moisturizing underneath. So if I did take off my mask, like once I got home, or you know, I felt like put together at home or for like a Zoom meeting or anything like that without putting a lot, it just added color to my face without adding a lot of product. So I really, really, really enjoyed this product a lot. It's in Detox Me, the shade. But yes, I definitely recommend, especially if you like cream blushes, this is a great one. I also, my tried and trues, like again, if I dressed up in any ways like over the holidays or anything like that, I use the MILANI Baked Blush in Luminoso. That's a cult favorite. Everybody loves this stuff. It has like a great sheen to me. I love it. So I love this one. And then my all-time favorite blush really is the Bare Minerals Tropical Sunset. It's like a pressed pigment blush. It's what I have on my cheeks now. Tiny, but goes a long way. I've had this one for a couple years now. I hope that they still make this because I'm trying to find like a dupe. Let me open the lid so you can kind of see the shade. It's like more of a hot pink, but like with purple, like a fuchsia kind of color. I want a dupe for this, like drugstore, but I haven't found one at all. Like not at all, not even close to this color. And you can like lightly put it on like I did. I like gently tap, and yeah, you can easily go too much. And sometimes, you know, you want a bolder cheek, but this I just love. And the tiniest bit goes a long way. So this tiny little container lasts forever. Plus I like baby it and just use it for like most of the time when I know I'm going to take pictures, but still love this stuff. For setting spray, my still favorite is the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, but I didn't use setting sprays most of the time this year. But I probably did like a handful of times, and this is the one I used, so I would include it because it's one of my favorite setting sprays in the world. That hasn't changed. This I did use all the time, the Skin Active Soothing Facial Mist. I also bought like a little small travel one. It's in my purse, and then I bought another like kit recently in my last video I think I showed you. I really, really love this stuff. Spraying it all over my face. It's hydrating. I could do it throughout the day, and it just feels like I'm adding skincare throughout the day. I don't know. It just feels amazing, and I definitely recommend. And I think it also sets your makeup pretty well. Now for hair care, and then I'll be done with what I really feel like I want to recommend to you guys. My favorite hair care product would have to be the Eva NYC Rockaway Curl Cream. This stuff. I have wavy curly hair. This can tame it. As long as I put like probably like 4 pumps of this and I have really long hair, my hair will stay. It won't look frizzy. It won't like tangle or look a mess by the end of the day. Literally all day, if my hair was curled, my hair will look the way I left it with this. And usually I used to use like mousses, never a cream, but I'm in love. I need to repurchase because this is like down to the little last drop. I feel like I didn't wear my hair in very many styles. That wasn't like a braid or a bun because we weren't going anywhere. But whenever I did, this was it. Highly, highly recommend. They sell this brand at Target. They didn't have this at Target at all, so I've only found it at Ulta, but I definitely recommend this. So just putting it out there if you're looking for it. Ulta definitely sells it. I need to grab more. I still love the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Hairspray with hold number 4. This, I have another backup bottle. I'm almost done with this one. Love, love, love this. I think it does hold my hair, especially when it's really curly. In conjunction together, this is amazing. And I just love how it works together. It is crunchy though, so if you don't like a crunchy hairspray, like I just add it as like an overall finishing layer to keep my hair in place, especially like at the crown. I have a bunch of baby hairs, but I feel like this helps a lot. And last but not least, my favorite item is the John Frieda Frizz Ease Air Dry Waves. They're styling foam. I've heard about different things that like dry your hair, but also leave it curly and not as frizzy. And I feel like I wasn't expecting this because I got this at Walmart, but this stuff works miracles on my hair. I am the person that after I shower, my hair will literally stay wet all day. It's like soaking wet. I took a shower before this. So I put it in a braid, but it still feels wet. It's been like 2 hours since I put it in this braid and it's still soaking wet. I know because it's not left out drying, but even if it was, it takes forever to dry it and then it gets like super frizzy, super unmanageable real fast. And it's just like crazy poof down. Adding this to it and then just letting it air dry somehow lets it be like really pretty beach waves. And it still feels like my hair. It doesn't feel like anything's in there. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel gross. It doesn't feel like I need to wash it out like literally that night. It just works great. So if I have this, like if I'm in a hurry and I want my hair to be curly and pretty within like an hour or 2, I can literally wash my hair, put this stuff in, do my makeup, style it, then add this and finish off with this. And we're good to go. Like my style will be locked and loaded. It will look pretty. This really does help the dry time a lot. And I just can't believe I'd never tried something like this before. I want to try other products like this, to be honest with you, because I don't know if this is like the end all be all, but this one's really, 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 really good. I was like not expecting it. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that this was a super long video, but I just wanted to show you like what currently is still my favorite items. I have a lot more to try, so we'll see what the next year brings. And I'm sending good vibes your way. 2021 is our year. So yeah, that's everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.